Welcome to rSlash where a woman gets shot and killed in her own backyard. Selling Zelda Breath of the Wild for Nintendo Switch for $30. Hi, is this available? Will you take $20? Sorry, but the price is firm. What about $25? I'm sure that if you're willing to pay $25 for it, you can add the extra $5, lol. I got someone else at $27, so how about $25? Alright, well, good luck buying from them. I'm firm on price, like I said. How about $27? I can do $27 tomorrow. Just pay the $30. You keep inching closer to it. I don't understand what the negotiating is. Why would I when I'm gonna buy it from someone else for $27? You make no sense. Okay, just buy it from them then. I don't need to lower my prices just because someone else apparently did. This isn't a competition for lowest deal, LMAO. It is if you want to sell it. I think I'll pass then. I'll buy from the other guy. Why didn't you just do that in the first place? Have a great night. You're not very good at this. I bet you don't even have a PlayStation 5. What? What kind of insult is that? I don't have a PlayStation 5, doesn't bother me at all. Also, down in the comments, we have this story from Wendell's. I sold brand new Samsung earbuds for $110 the other week, and some people have the nerve of trying to haggle. This one guy said that he lived about an hour away, but he would drive down to pick it up. He got to my house, and he said that he only brought $100 with him, even though we agreed on $110, and he said that he should get a discount because of how far he drove. I told him he could either give me the $100 cash and bank transfer me the rest, or he could leave, but eventually he did. Job posting, marketing, social media, articles. Our small legal office is looking for a miracle/blessing. We need a volunteer/intern part-time. We need a marketing person to handle all of our social media, email marketing, etc. for about 3 to 6 months, then convert to a salary employee. We're aware that this is unusual, but we hope this reaches someone who's looking for an opportunity to be a lead on marketing somewhere that's growing with great people. Wow, you mean you only have to work for free for 3 to 6 months? And then you most definitely won't get immediately fired so they can find another free intern for 3 to 6 months after that? What an opportunity! Our next Reddit post is from Miss Vixen. I was fresh out of a doctor's appointment and on my way back to work, and I only had enough time to stop by a local grocery store to get a few things. When I finished my visit at the store, I'm on my way to my car and I get stopped by a woman. Excuse me, can you help me? I have no money and I'm living in my car with my kids and we're hungry. We just escaped a bad situation. I say, I'm glad that you got out, and, yeah, I can get you something quick. Let's go to Subway. Actually, can we get something from the Mexican cantina? I don't like the bread from Subway. Oh, well, I'm in a rush. Oh, that's okay. If you have any loose money, I swear that I'll go in and get the food for my kids and I. Unfortunately, I don't have any loose money, only my card. But if we go to Subway, then... It's the bread. I just can't. I swear, they're really fast at putting food together at the cantina. I really can't. I don't have time. What about the deli section at the grocery store? I need to get back to work. I'm sorry. Really? The cantina is fast. Maybe you could pull money out of the ATM? I'm sorry. I'm late getting back to work. I don't have time for the cantina. I then just walked away, and all I could think was, how could you be hungry and choosy, especially when you have kids? Come on, OP, don't be so naive. If you had said, okay, let's go to the cantina, then she would have said, oh, I can't eat at the Mexican cantina. The burritos are just awful. Can we go to Subway instead? She doesn't want the food, she just wants cash. On this next post, OP donates to a charity organization, and when his membership expires, he gets this letter from the charity. Dear friend, when they told me that your membership expired, I couldn't believe it. I just can't believe someone so dedicated to conservation would walk away from the critical challenges that we face. Not when polar bears, the world's largest carnivores on land, with males weighing up to 1,500 pounds, are threatened by habitat loss and global warming and need our urgent help. I don't believe that you intended to let your membership expire. I believe that you'll continue to stand with us. And that's why I'm personally sending you this annual membership renewal. Polar bears are special indeed, but so are supporters like you. I don't want to lose you. Please renew your annual membership today. Thank you. Okay, the letter has a P.S. Listen to this. P.S. When you joined our organization, you made a commitment to wildlife conservation. We still need your help urgently, so please return your annual membership renewal today. Thank you. Okay, so letters like this is exactly why YouTube never implemented a policy that allows YouTubers to email their subscribers. Can you imagine how obnoxious that would be, man? Hi there, this is rSlash, and I noticed that you didn't watch my latest video. I mean, normally I make fun of entitled Karens. I didn't think that you would be one too. So, unless you want to get 5 out of 5 buttholes, how about you maliciously comply by watching my latest video? Oh my god, that would be so obnoxious. Posted to next door. Can someone help me and my family with food or take out food ASAP? Because we have to use the money that we get to pay rent and bills. We have no money to buy food, toilet paper, and paper towels. My husband gets paid next week. Please, someone help us. This is serious. Because me and my husband have medical issues, so we have to eat. I'm on dialysis treatment for kidney failure, and my husband has stomach issues. He has to eat, or he'll go back to the hospital again if he doesn't eat. I'll send you the address so that you can send me food. And then someone replies, I have some canned goods that you can have, but you have to pick them up. Sorry, but we don't drive. And then someone replies, I'm happy to drop off first thing in the morning around 9. Please send me your address. But I can't eat canned food because of the dialysis. Not even pasta? I have peanut butter, spaghetti noodles, sauce, and some frozen pastrami. I can't eat that. Sorry. I'm on a steak diet due to being on dialysis. What can you eat? Fish, steak, ribs, pork chop, breakfast Cocoa Puffs with 2% milk, hamburger, buns, eggs, cheese, bread, ham and chicken salad and potato salad, and chicken pot pie. Then someone else replies, LMAO, that sounds like a dialysis diet. Yeah, can you imagine a doctor being like, ma'am, you're on dialysis. Your diet is super important. You must eat breakfast Cocoa Puffs with 2% milk or you could die. If you have one bite of spaghetti, it'll be the last meal you ever eat. Okay, on this next post, someone wrote a review for a wedding venue that has a lake on it. Review 1 star. I hear they don't let you fish on their lake even if there's no ceremonies going on. Selfish. Nice lake gone to waste. Then the owner of the wedding venue replies, Hi, Choosing Beggar. We're a privately owned property that specializes in weddings. If you'd like to plan a wedding and see what we can really do, please feel free to reach out. Then the Choosing Beggar writes an edit. Edit. No, I don't want to plan a wedding. I just want to fish on your lake. Let people fish on your lake. Why do you guys care so much if people fish on your property? It's a perfectly good fishing lake gone to waste. You don't need a lake for a wedding, but you do need a lake to go fishing. Stop being selfish and letting your lake go to waste. Oh man, what do you think the odds are if this Choosing Beggar had his own private lake that he would let total random strangers drive up to his property and fish on his lake? Would you guys say 100% chance or 0% chance? Down in the comments, we have this story from Oral Lenti. I had a similar story with a hunter on my 6-acre property. I love watching the deer coming out of the woods in the morning and evening until one day I found this numbnut walking in the middle of my property while walking my dog. I told him that he can't hunt here, that there are kids around. He got all pissed, called me names, and said that I'm not neighborly until he stormed away. I found his car a few days later parked on this other side, so he must have walked more than 2 miles to come around. Needless to say, the cops were waiting for him at his car when he came back. Oh, whoa. Okay, beneath that, we have this story from Stowed. After reading your comment, I Googled the term shot by hunters in own backyard. The number of responses was scary. The worst was a woman who people blamed for her own death because she wore white mittens and no orange during hunting season. She was shot to death at her own back gate. No charges were filed. And then another story from Cat Dog. My dog and I were almost shot in my own backyard when I was a kid. This guy yelled at me for having a brown and black dog when he realized that we weren't a deer. I was like, but you're not allowed to shoot right next to my house anyway. Also, you're trespassing on my property that was well marked, which is a huge no-no. Yo, hold up. Then we have an even worse story from My Evil Bob. I was shot in my parents' backyard, which is surrounded by no hunting signs. I was hit with buckshot, but from enough of a distance that it didn't break my skin. It just hit hard enough for me to notice. My dad managed to figure out where the guy was parked and call the cops. Oh man, I really don't Okay, so obviously I don't really understand the logic behind most entitled people in Choosing Beggars that we read about all the time, but I especially don't understand hunters who trespass on other people's property. Because for one, you could shoot an innocent person and go to jail, and why would you want to do that? And for two, you're carrying a loaded weapon onto someone else's property in typically America is where these stories take place. Honestly, that's just asking to get shot by a homeowner. Our next Reddit post is from Aurora. This happened yesterday. I was coming home from work, and outside the metro station, there were a few volunteers for a non-government organization, all middle-aged women. They were tagging people's shirts with their organization's logo. Apparently, they were collecting donations and charitable items for disabled kids. I pulled out my wallet, and I had nothing less than a $50 bill, so I handed them that $50 note. She looked at me, pinned the logo on my shoulder, looked me dead in the eye and said, "We're doing this for over 500 disabled students." I smiled nervously, unsure why I needed this information. But she didn't stop there. $50 is barely anything for that. Can you please give us at least 100 or 150? It's for the children, of course. I took back my $50 and walked away without saying anything. Down in the comments, people are pointing out that more than likely this wasn't even a charity organization. It was just a bunch of scammers. All you have to do is just buy a bunch of stickers or pins and then stand around with a table saying you're collecting charity for kids and then trade basically $50 in exchange for a sticker. Our next Reddit post is from Pointer Dragonfly. I'm just incredibly disheartened by what happened. It all started the other day at work. I work at a small chain convenience store with self-checkouts. A woman who was maybe 35 years old came up and had about $17 worth of items scanned. But then, all of a sudden, she starts telling me her life story. She told me her girlfriend was in the hospital, she was homeless, and she was living in a U-Haul. She said that she had $200 on an online gift card from her mother, but for whatever reason, she couldn't use it. She stood at this self-checkout lane for close to 20 minutes. The self-checkouts were the only ones open because the regular register was doing an unplanned system update. She just kept trying to check out and talking to herself, saying, "It should work," very loudly. I assumed to get someone to pay for her so they can move on. I watched her and began to feel bad for her. Now, I'm a 21-year-old college student. I do not have a lot of money. I reached over and tapped my phone to pay for her things, and I said, if you ever see someone in this situation, please do the same for them. She was very thankful for it, and I was glad that I was able to help. Fast forward the next day, and she's back in the store, asking my manager to pay for her gas and cigarettes. Now, this made me feel bad and almost regret what I did because she said, "I don't know how to do anything else but ask people for things and beg." She said this in an almost argumentative way. I'm looking at this woman who seemed to be getting irrationally upset that my manager wasn't going to buy her cigarettes and gas, both of which are incredibly expensive in my state. She looks over to me and goes, "She knows me," and I just stared. No, I do not know you. You showed me that you had $200 on a card that your mom sent you to pay for these things, and instead of trying to get it sorted, you come back in and continue asking for those things, especially the cigarettes. I felt bad, but I felt as if me doing that made her think that she could take this weird advantage of the store and get things for free. I don't know if maybe I'm just being a B-word or something, but it was just very off-putting to hear her get so angry at him after already being helped the day prior. Yeah, OP, unfortunately, sometimes being nice comes back to bite you, and sometimes it doesn't. The tricky thing is, it's not always easy to tell which time is which. That was rSlash Choosing Beggars, and if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single day.